What's this?
Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I start up Season 7 of the Early Access LP of Battle Brothers. That's right, folks, it is still in Early Access. However, there are several new things that have come along. There's the injury and perk system rework, and that is something I haven't actually touched. I have no idea what it's going to be bringing, and I'm looking forward to it. It's finally out of its beta testing, tweaking period, and it's fully released now. They have a lot of new artwork and other various things that have added in as well. And I'm pretty excited to start this up. However, Season 7 is going to be a bit different. How is it going to be different, ladies and gentlemen? Well, all the other seasons, and probably all the seasons from this point forward, well, past this point forward, all future seasons, yeah, that would be a good way to word it. Anyway, there's always been a sign-up video. People have been able to attempt to sign up and request to be in the Battle Brothers as an actual character, one of my minions, one of my pawns to torture and murder off at my earliest and easiest convenience, or whatever the case is. Try not to do that, but sometimes it happened, right? Sometimes it happened. Anyhow, this particular season, Season 7 is going to all be about appreciation. Or be all about appreciation? Sure, we're going to go with that. About folks who have done a little bit more than just watch, commented, or subscribed. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate that way more than you can probably know. I do have much love for you folks who do watch what I do and who have subscribed and all that stuff. Don't discredit my appreciation. Like, it's there, okay? It's really there. But there's been folks that have gone above and beyond, and this is going to be my way of thanking them and showing my appreciation. Folks who have helped me on Patreon, for instance, they support me through that. There's a few, and I really do appreciate it. It really does help. Additionally, I have people who have supplied various different games to me over the course of my time on YouTube. Stuff that I've Let's Played, a few things that I haven't that have just been like gifts for me to enjoy. Additionally, we have to thank the folks who, well, let me play Battle Brothers way back in the day. Also got it to me early and has, well, been supporting me and accommodating a lot of my requests over the course of, well, Battle Brothers being out and me being able to showcase it. Everybody at Overhype Studios, so shout out to them and a thank you to those guys that are going to be included in my roster so I can manipulate and murder them. No, I'm not going to do that. Maybe. Probably not, though. And, of course, who could forget the sounds of Battle Brothers and my theme music. The folks that break down Epiphanies, both Patrick and Dennis, you guys are going to be featured as well. That being said, again, I do appreciate everybody who watches. I do appreciate the subscribers. But this is all going to be about the little bit more. So, that being said, let's hop in and get started, shall we? Alright, I'm going to be playing on Veteran, because I am a veteran. That doesn't mean I'm going to be doing well. I've tried Expert once in our LP, and I did fine, but I think the game's probably evolved a little bit more, and it's more difficult at times. There's still some things that are easier, but like goblins used to be terrifying, like the bane of this game. And now they're not so bad. It's not to say that they're not still dangerous or horrible, but they're not so bad. Now orcs, they were pretty bad, then they became kind of and now they're terrifying. Orcs are just absolutely horrifying. So again, there's been a lot of changes, so Veteran's where I'm going to go. Sorry, and again, this intro is going to be a bit long, guys. I apologize for that, but it is what it is, and it's all stuff that I kind of need to say, I need to get off my chest, and I just want to tell you guys about. So that being said, we're going to actually go through, look at the cool new artwork and stuff that they have, and yeah, I do know that I'm going to be naming this group Bumpy's Battalion. I also know that I didn't know how to spell battalion before, and I do now, so kudos to me for looking stuff up. Also, I need an apostrophe S. Oh gosh, it was not in the right spot. What happened? Oh my, the arrow keys are the devil. What is that? It's a little terrifying, but it's fine. Did you guys see how far it was scrolling? What was that? Anyway, moving past that. So we have a devil's head, or some sort of weird goat demon's head, impaled on a spear. Cool. We have, possibly 3 snakes, or a 3-headed snake, which I'm not even sure how that works. But it seems to be there on a pretty cool looking banner. I like that. Then we have the boar's head on a spear as a banner. The head's not on a spear, but the banner is on a... It's fine. Alright, then we have a weird kind of skeleton zombie mummy type person. It's like bones, but then you can like you can't see the spine. It's a little weird. Anyway, it's a snake wrapped around that person getting eaten by what I can only imagine is a dragon, but I'm not sure. Could be a sandworm or something for all I know. Alright, then we have either a panther or a bear. I'm going to say it looks more like a bear, but it could also be a panther, and I apologize if I'm making this seem bad. It looks good. I like it. I like it, and I like the way the banner actually flows there. It's nice. Then we have the old classic griffin with the two golden, I don't know, olive branches or fronds or whatever those things are. We have the crown with the 3 swords, all fancy and cool-like. We have a sun with what I can only imagine was inspired by Warhammer Fantasy or Warhammer 40k. Those look like the seals that you see on a lot of the Marines and stuff. 3 axes. I like that one a lot, actually, and it's actually 3 different banners hanging down there. Pretty cool banner. I like it a lot, but I have one in mind. This one also speaks to me. It's I like the green. I really like the green color, and it looks pretty good. You have the branching tree there, and you have the 3 arrows. And usually I do run with 3 ranged units, so it does speak to me in many ways. We have the Headless King, who seems to have beheaded himself, and it's raining blood, and he still seems to be alive. A little creepy, a little bit morbid, fine. We have a good old traditional cross with a little bit of a shield there in the middle. Nice. We have the Grim Reaper showing off his sickle, just chilling next to him. He's like, yeah, I don't even need to hold it. What? And there's bones. There's bones tied to the bottom and up at the top with a skull. That's pretty cool. And then we have a dagger, maybe, and some sort of flail. It's kind of crossed there on this. A little tuft of fur up here. Pretty good detail. I like it. Then it looks like there's 7 knives stabbed into this heart, which already looks like it's had surgery, because there's clearly a scar here that's been stitched up, but it looks like it goes all the way through the banner itself, too. And then, of course, like a thorny vine or something around there. And then we have the tearful queen, because obviously her husband cut off his head, and he's undead now, so these are both bad things, and she's just upset about it. And then we have a paw, which I assume is a wolf's paw, and there's a spear and an arrow crossing it. There's some extra doodads hanging here. It looks like little mini horseshoes and some shells and teeth and such. Cool. Cool. And then we have the hand of a paladin or some sort of knight. There's a sun, that's why I assume it's a paladin. And apparently he's married but doesn't know it's supposed to go on this finger, so his ring is on the wrong finger. I know. I'm shocked too. But paladins aren't always the smartest people, so just saying. Just saying. And oh, what's this? Oh, I don't know. What is that, guys and gals? Could it be a banner for me? Yes, this is one of the things that they actually made for me. And I thought it was quite cool. They even decided to let me add it into the game for myself. And none of you guys can enjoy this. But you should petition them to add it to the game. They say it doesn't fit, but you should totally be like, we want Bumpy Banner! We want Bumpy Banner! Hashtag Bumpy Banner. I want to see it, guys. Go to Twitter. Make an account. Put in at Overhype Studios. Hashtag Bumpy Banner. Do it. Get this into the game. You guys know you want it. And Overhype Studios, don't kill me, please. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's going to be what we roll with. So let's begin this season, shall we? I'm stoked, guys. I'm super excited. Ooh, it's going to be fun. I can't wait. Yes! Alright, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I had to do an edit and a cut there. I don't know if it was noticeable or not, but we'll see. Anyway, here we are. We're at the last battle. This is all stuff that we kind of went through in the last season. I believe season 6, maybe even season 5, but I think it was just 6. So a lot of the writing, while it's still good, and I do appreciate it, and I love the fact that they've done this kind of intro opening thing. It's really good. Like, I like it a lot. And shout out to Casey for all the writing, but unfortunately, due to the nature of LPs and trying to move stuff along, plus the fact that we read a lot of this stuff before, I'm going to be kind of skipping a lot of the writing. Now, don't think that I don't think the writing's good, and don't say, oh, well, you just don't appreciate it. I do. I think the writing's fantastic, and shout out again to you, Casey. You do a great job with all the writing that you do. But just keep in mind, for the sake of the LP, I will be skipping over stuff. I'll give people a chance. I'll say pause and read. If they're paying attention and they want to, they can definitely do that. I highly recommend you guys check it out either way. Alright, so let's hop in here, and we are going to go see the battle here. He did. And now we're going to see the next guy potentially die. Maybe not. He's pretty heavily armored. Nope, he's pretty heavily dead at this point. So, heavily armored or not, he's heavily dead, and that's all that really matters. I don't think we can take on Hogarth the Weasel, so we're going to leave him alone. I'm going to try to shoot this guy in the face, and man, did it work. What? Alright, so these are the 3 guys that remain. I'm apparently laying down here somewhere bleeding to death. That's my role in this. I get to be dead. Alright, and you get to man up and come over here and do some crazy stuff. I like it. Get over here. Alright, you keep those bangs trim, buddy. You keep those bangs trimmed. Alright, so what we're going to do now is probably move and not shoot you first. And then we're going to try to shoot you. And bam! We're going to do it, but it's not going to do a lot of damage to you. Somehow your armor absorbed, like, the vast majority of what we threw at you. And then we missed our shot, which is terrible. I'm going to scooch on forward, and we're going to slap you with a... Well, we're going to stab you, I guess. Not really slap. Alright, so that's that. Next up, we're going to get clobbered and lose our armor almost completely. However, we're going to reload and fire again. Hopefully not hitting ourselves. We did not. We get a chance to stab once, stab twice, and victory is ours. Sweet. So I'm pretty happy about that. What do we get for loot? We get a short sword and a bludgeon. Cool. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Alright, so that all being said and done, let's leave. So I did something stupid when I originally started this, guys. I actually had to do like a pause and reload type situation. I don't know if you guys will laugh or just think I'm an idiot. Probably both, but it was I was expecting more money to come in early, and it didn't. And I ended up losing people. Like, they walked out because I couldn't pay them. So it was bad. So I played like 10 minutes, and I already had people abandon me. Not great. I don't recommend it. So save like 65 gold is what my recommendation would be to that. Alright, so we're going to unpause, and we're going to see, again, we're going to skip over a lot of the stuff. We already read it before. Feel free to pause and read, and again, it is worth reading. If you guys haven't seen it before, please do so. Alright, so essentially I'll paraphrase. We got wounded in the battle. We're messed up, and we can no longer really fight. So we become the leader of this mercenary group where all the other people are kind of like our underlings. So they're following us, we're leading them, but we don't actually do any of the fighting. So that's kind of how this all works out. Alright, that being said, we must go down to Sandburg. So we will do just that. I want to point out that if you zoom out far enough, my amazing banner shows up. I think it looks good, guys and gals. I think it looks fantastic. I won't harp on it, guys and gals. But if you do like it, I still say hashtag Bumpy Banner to add Overhype Studios on Twitter. And any other way you can bombard them with fan mail and stuff. I'm giving you guys a double thumbs up if you're wondering. Alright. Anyway, feel free to pause and read again. They're like, oh, bad stuff happened, huh? You didn't fare so well? We expect to get paid. Well, you didn't quite finish it, but here, we'll give you this. And it's 400 crowns, and then they're like, hey, are you going to go after this guy or what? And we said, yes, we still have unfinished business with Hogart, and we will do that, so that's what we'll do. We need to visit Seestad, northeast of Sandburg, recruit at least 3 more men, and buy weapons and armor for our men. So, that being said, we're going to head over there and do that. My mistake last time, too, was I went into the original town, and I bought, like, everybody that was there, and I pretty much spent all our money, and it wasn't great. I didn't actually wait to see what we were doing. So that being said, I've learned my lesson, and I'm going to do the things I'm supposed to do. As the silhouette of Seestad appear on the horizon, Heribert seeks a word with you. Never been to Seestad before myself, but I've been around. These big cities are expensive, much more than Sandburg and other villages like it. But the merchants have everything we need: weapons, armor, food. If there's a smithy in Seestad, it's worth a visit too. Will be expensive for sure, but they'll sell real weapons made for war, not just farming tools. We could also browse the wares on the marketplace, of course. There's a few bargains to be made, but they'll also try to sell us stuff that'll break apart if you so much as sneeze on it. Don't get swindled by them cutthroat merchants, Captain. Gunner sees fit to add his own opinion of what you should do. There's a good tavern, I say. We head there first. Pay a round from the company's coffers to get all of us drunk for the night and raise our spirits. Gods know we've earned it. And Heribert says, you say that every time we stop into town, even when we ain't done nothing or anything. Alright. So we're going to head here, and what we're going to do before we actually hop in is we're going to go over here and we're going to actually rename our Battle Brohims. I did do a short video showcasing some of the different art styles and whatnot. And on top of that, when they added this, you can actually move your characters around now. So this is your front line, and this is your back line. So you can actually put your archer back here, and then you can have people spread out like this. It's a terrible choice. I wouldn't do that, but you could do that. That's an option. So pretty cool stuff. So you can actually reform your line. It would be like having tactics for any of the HOM games, for instance. But right now, we're all about renaming folks. So I'm going to go with our two-handed weapon user. Now, I'm tempted to give Paulson his two-handed axe back. He was one of our original two-handed axemen. But I think we're going to have to go with Christoph doing the work, doing the deed this time, because he is the bug squasher, ladies and gentlemen. He is the one that fixes all the problems and issues that you have in the game. Oh, and I found a bug, by the way. I'll show you guys the bug. All right, I hit the left arrow once on my keyboard to scroll back once to change. I'll hit the right arrow. See, I jump 3, we jump 3, we jump like 6 there. So the arrow keys to move the cursor are not working like one spot at a time like they're supposed to. So that's a bug I noticed, just so you guys know. Anyway, hopefully that is an easy fix. I hope it is. It's not a big deal either way. I mean, you can just delete and redo it. But, I mean, just something I found, and I apologize. I don't mean to show off any flaws, guys. I love you. I love you all. Anyway, we're going to go with Paulson being the man up here. No, we're not. I lied. We're going to have Jason on the front lines. I apologize. Because Jason is the speaker of the house. He is the media contact. He's the boy. I call him a boy. He's a man, I'm sure of it. But he's my boy. He's the one that I've talked to originally back and forth a bunch of times. And, yeah, he keeps us plebs in line whenever we need to contact him and find out information and whatnot. So, shout out to him. And then, of course, now we get Paulson. And the reason he's going to be on the back lines, he doesn't want to get his hands dirty because he is indeed the artist. All right, so there we go. By the way, they're brothers. All right, anyway, moving right beyond that or past that or what have you, we're going to go and throw the Fangshire helmet up onto you. And it's going to be glorious and sweet, sweet, nice style. And I don't think we need to do anything else. So, let's go into town now. Get us some more Battle Bohemians. And it's going to be glorious and sweet, sweet, nice style. Or so I'd like to think. All right, let's see who we can hire. We can hire the fisherman. We can hire Dietrich, the peddler. Hire ranged defense. I kind of wish I knew, like, what skills they had before we hired them. Mason, ooh, XP gained. That's not bad. All right, I'm gonna hire Dietrich. We'll see if that's gonna be okay. I don't want a flagellant or flagellant. I wish I had the money for you. I don't. You're a fisherman as well. I get fisherman back the other way. Alright, what I think I'm going to do is get Ernst. I hate the idea of getting him, though. Like, super bad. I hate it. But we're going to do it anyway. So we're going to get Ernst. See how he goes. Alright, so we have 5 people. Do we really have to hire? I think we have to hire at least 3. So we're going to get Anton as well. Alright, so we have 6 people now. We have a decent amount of money. We can visit the barber. Oh, that's oh, so cool. We can actually... Alright. I can't recall if we could do this before, but I think we could. Or maybe they finally implemented it. Oh, that's pretty neat. So you can actually build your battle brothers to look the way you want them to look. Yeah, there was... this was a thing. Oh, I didn't know they added tattoos. That's cool. Alright, we're going to leave. I don't really care to do that right now. Or maybe even ever. That's not a super big one for me. Maybe when we do a full Let's Play where there's an actual end game, like these are obviously going to be full Let's Plays to a degree, where we get to the point where there's not much left for us to do, like there's no end game goals to go toward. Once there is, that's going to be where I maybe start doing like customizations and stuff. The temple, you have no wounded in your ranks that can be treated here. Oh, so that, okay, cool. Didn't know what that was going to do. We have a tavern. We do not have the armory, though. The tavern, we'll do this one time. We'll pay for the round. Yay, alright, good spirits. The brothers are happy. That's awesome. Alright, I'm going to come down here to the marketplace, and... what are we going to get? We're going to get ourselves, I wish. We're going to get ourselves a pitchfork. We're going to get ourselves... that's too expensive. I guess a wooden shield wouldn't be a terrible idea. Some padded leather, padded surcoat, a couple of hats. Maybe another shield. Alright, let's see what that actually gives us here. Alright. So you're going to kind of be a boss here. I'm going to try to get Ernst. Alright, is anyone like proficient in ranged combat? Oh my god, Dietrich, you're terrible. You are so incredibly awful. I don't like you at all. Like, you're so bad. Well, you've become our ranged guy because your ranged skill is actually higher than your melee skill, and it's all awful, so that's fine. You have a linen tunic. That's fine. You can keep your stupid tunic. Anton, we're gonna change the name of our folks here soon. You're actually not bad. What are these stars? Determines the probability of hitting a target with a melee attack, such as with sword spears, can increase characters. What do the stars mean? What do they mean? What do they? Somebody tell me what they mean. I don't know what they mean. This guy's got 3 stars here. Does that mean he's gonna be getting more? More like melee proficiency? Is that what that means? I don't know what it means. I don't know. Oh well. Somebody knows, let me know down below in the description, or sorry, in the comment section of the video. Not the description, you guys can't do that, that's all me. I will not let myself know, I'm sorry to say. Alright, so, we have 3 new people added to the roster. So what we're going to do on the back lines, we're going to have Dietrich the Terrible. He's going to become Casey the Writer. I apologize, but it's just the way of the world. The Writer, alright, Casey the Writer. And bam, you are going to get a ranged weapon. Hopefully there's one available for you. If there is, fantastic. If there isn't, that's terrible. Alright, then we're going to go with Anton the Fisherman. He is pretty decent overall. We're going to actually have this with our very first ever Patreon. It's going to be Daniel Baulig. And he is going to be the man. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. My first ever patron on Patreon. It's fantastic, and I really appreciate it. And in fact, Battle Brothers is one of the reasons, if not the reason, that he actually decided to support me on it. So it was pretty cool. Also, guys, I realize doing this, it's going to sound like I'm pushing everybody to support me on Patreon. That's not what this is about. This is about appreciation for the folks who have decided that they have some extra money, then they can support me. I mean, that's totally fine. If you guys can't do it, I understand. I'm not pushing you guys to do anything that you can't do or don't want to do. I'm just letting you guys know that I do appreciate the folks that can do this. So again, I apologize if it does sound like there's any other thing. There's no ulterior motive here, guys and gals. It's all about love. It's all about the loves. So just figured I'd let you guys know. I had to say something because I'm sitting there, I'm going, you know, people are just going to think all I want is just people to throw money at me. That is not the case at all. That is not the case at all. Alright, we're going to go with a short sword, and no. We're going to go with a bludgeoning type weapon for you. Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to go with a short sword for you. And I'm pretty sure your hat is not as good as this one, so we're going to put that one on you. You can have the cool fisher hat, I guess, if you want it. And we should probably put some armor on you, because that seems like a good idea. 20, 10... And we have this, we'll keep it. I don't really want to keep the knife, and maybe we will, maybe we won't. We'll see. Alright, please tell me there's a ranged weapon. There is a bow. It's not a great bow. It's in fact a short bow, but it is a bow. And is that a quiver of arrows? It is! Wonderful. And I think... What is this? An antidote. Ooh, and bandages are available as well. And then these are medicinal supplies. So that's to recover HP. This is to recover from wounds and bleeding in combat. Interesting. And that's in case we get poisoned. Huh. All that sounds pretty interesting. I gotta say, I like it. I like it a lot, actually. We could go with another spear. We could go with a better hat if we really wanted to. We could even go with that. Is that 190? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do that. Let's see if we can't get somebody to wear that as well. Alright, I think that we should put that up on you. Actually, I think we should not. I think we should put this up on you, because that's 80. And you have a shield, so you can roll out with that. And I think that's fine. I think that's okay. And then whenever we get our next person, if they're a backliner, we'll give them the pitchfork. So we have the club, a sword, a two-handed axe, a spear. You don't actually have your weapon yet. We should put that on you, Casey. We need you ready and eager to do some murder. Additionally, frontline, we'll put a bandage on you. Probably going to need one for you as well, so we'll put that there. It doesn't seem to add any weight to anything, so that's pretty cool. Or perhaps these are what levels up next? Like when we level up, maybe this is what we're going to be getting the next time we level up? I have no idea. I don't know what the stars are for, guys. I don't know. But we'll figure it out as we go along. Food, we're probably okay. We don't have a lot of tools or anything else, but we'll manage. Alright, we're going to leave this place, and now we got to return to Baldur the Younger in Sandburg. And once we get there and we get started on this next little bit, we're going to have to break it off. I mean, the first part of this, or this first episode's going to be, well, you know, pretty much not a lot happening, but it's all setting it all up for amazing stuff, guys and gals, so be aware of that. Be aware of that. Alright, and feel free to pause and read. Alright, finally we're here. They've figured out where his refuge is, and we'll be able to go over there and take care of that. Probably in the next episode we'll play around with our group a little bit more before we're done here. Oh, we have some more fishermen and stuff. I really don't want to do anything else. There's a monk. Lower fatigue. Well, I think we'll just hold on to what we have, and in the next episode we'll head over there and we'll do a little bit of murder, and hopefully it'll be okay. Oh, these are a lot cheaper over here. It was 33 over there. They're 25 here. This is 121 or 31. It's 97. We could have gotten some of this stuff on this side. Ooh, there's a hand axe there. I like that too. No, I'm going to get that as opposed to the club. The club's okay for... Did I not rename the last person? Is that what happened? Yeah, I didn't rename the last person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that wasn't part of the plan. Alright, and... oh, jeez. Alright, and we're going to go with, kinda not sure. Well, I'm going to go with the guy that's actually, he's provided me, I think, 3 or 4 games over the course of my stuff on YouTube. So we're going to go with Headhunter next. He's going to be the guy that's being showcased here, the supplier. So, yeah, Pillars of Eternity, and there was like 1 or 2 other games that I actually showcased on my channel that were all because of him. And he definitely deserves a spot amongst this for appreciation and thanks. And there we go. And when we get some more people, there will be more to come, more added. Anyway, folks, I think this is where I'm going to break off the episode. I hope you guys are looking forward to Season 7. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it either way, and I get to actually thank some people and immortalize them in video, and it's going to be great. Anyway, folks, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, and share it. I don't know that I'll do it every day. I think I'll try doing it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and maybe more, maybe once on the weekend. I'm not sure, but we're going to stick for Monday, Wednesday, Friday for now. I have a ton of things going on, like a lot, and I'm trying to do as much as I can before the hammer falls or the axe drops or whatever the case is. So I'm just going to start banging out content as much as possible, and hopefully you guys get to actually enjoy that. Alright, folks, until the very next episode, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.